this Raw starts off with Kurt Angle coming to the ring and basically saying that Triple H last week went too far. And basically, he calls out Triple H. Why? Because of the sucker punch last week. And then instead of fucking Triple H, Stephanie McMahon comes out because Kurt Angle is like, look, I told you after Survivor Series, if you cross me again, I'm putting you down, I'm coming after you. So he called Triple H out. He's like, be a man and come out. But Stephanie comes out instead, and he's like, okay, Stephanie's not, okay, Triple H is not here yet. Calm down. Triple H just got even, and, okay, Stephanie basically laid out, like, look, you're an Olympic gold medalist, 4-time WWE champion. That doesn't pay the bills, does it? All those accolades in the past doesn't pay the bills. But being Raw general manager does, so think about what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse, excuse, excuse. My man isn't here to face you. But then Ronda Rousey comes out. She slaps hands with almost every fan that's at ringside and gets in the ring. Now, okay, look. One thing that Stephanie McMahon said before even Ronda Rousey got out there is that, okay, it was the biggest contract signing in WWE history. You're telling me that Ronda Rousey is the biggest superstar signing in history. Yeah, okay. And Kurt Angle almost ruined it. No, I'm not buying that. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just not. I'm not buying Ronda Rousey being a biggest contract signing as being the biggest draw. I'm just not buying that. But anyway, she comes out and she's like, yeah, she dealt with bosses and tough people all her life. And, okay. Stephanie was like, we're giving you your debut match at WrestleMania. And, yeah, you can choose your opponent as long as it's they're on an active roster and they're not a current champion. So, who does Ronda pick? Stephanie McMahon. Duh. Who didn't see that coming? Oh my God, she picked Stephanie. No. No one was really surprised by that. Please. And if you were, come on. How long have you been a fan? How long have you been watching wrestling in general? But anyway, Triple H comes out. Duh, and more duh. Hits the ring, and it's like, oh God, it makes excuses talking about, no, she's the commissioner, she's not a part of the active roster, da-da-da-da-da. Kurt Angle's like, I thought you weren't here. Basically called him out on that. But Kurt Angle's like, yeah, she is the commissioner, but she also has another contract. She has 2 contracts. And one of them is active on WWE roster. Same as Triple H. He has 2 contracts too. So guess what? Kurt Angle makes the matches. Oh, goody! And it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle against Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Oh, goody! Oh my God, I can't believe it's a dream match of a life. I'm not even going to play around with it anymore. This sucks. Okay? Ronda Rousey's debut match in WWE is going to be in a mixed tag. First of all, against Stephanie McMahon, and second of all, a Triple H that she just put through a fucking table. This fucking sucks, dude. So, things break down. Stephanie McMahon goes to Kurt Angle, starts pointing at him, tries to slap him. Ronda Rousey blocks it. Triple H is like, no, we don't want to do things like this. No, let her go. And so on and so forth. He tries to sucker punch Kurt Angle again, but Kurt is ready for it this time, and things start breaking down. Tries an ankle lock, but to no avail. Stephanie McMahon actually comes from behind and hits Ronda Rousey from behind. Ronda gets up, and basically Stephanie McMahon just gets out of the ring and Miz is out. Basically track meets out. Triple H gets up, tries to pedigree Kurt Angle, but once again to no avail. Kurt Angle reverses it to an ankle lock and even grapevines it. Stephanie pulls out Triple H. Ronda Rousey pulls Stephanie McMahon back in the ring and gives her a Samoan drop. And that ends that awful, awful, awful segment with that awful, awful, awful match announcement. Damn, man. So for those of you that wanted to see Ronda Rousey in action at WrestleMania, did you want to see it like this? So, okay, yeah, I'm not too happy about that. So, Asuka versus Nia Jax. Oh goody! Is Nia gonna actually win this time? Is she actually gonna snap the streak of Asuka right before WrestleMania? Is it gonna happen, folks? Please. Nia taps out. Done. I mean, yeah. And then Alexa looks worried alongside Mickie James. Once again, duh. This is just not a proper setup for a WrestleMania, okay? It's just not. So, the Bar faces the Revival. After a little Twitter session, a little Twitter war, is there anyone for us to face? And the Revival's like, yeah, we beat all these teams, and yeah, you haven't beat us. So, is this the time for the Bar to beat the Revival? If the Revival wins, they perhaps get a title shot at WrestleMania. But that's not going to happen because the Bar actually prevails. Why the fuck would you have the Bar prevail? Why? They still don't have a WrestleMania match for the tag team championships. I mean, it's just... okay, fuck it. Unify the tag team belts. Have the Usos and or the New Day against the Bar, and you know what? Throw in the Bludgeon Brothers. Unify these titles and have these fucking tag teams on both shows. Fuck it. Just fuck it. I mean, yeah. So, John Cena comes out and he talks about SmackDown, and he wanted to do it without interruption because he knows that damn well that Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, and AJ Styles would interrupt him if he did it on SmackDown. And he says that a record will be broken at Fastlane as he becomes 17-time champion. That better not fucking happen. And if that does happen, then he encourages AJ Styles to use his rematch clause at WrestleMania, so it will be a fucking triple threat at WrestleMania. No. No, no, no. Please no. Just let it be one-on-one and let AJ and fucking Nakamura tear the fucking house down. Please. Shinsuke Nakamura is the fucking Royal Rumble winner. Why the fuck would... No. Don't do this triple threat situation like you did two members of fucking DX and Chris Benoit back in the day. Don't fucking do that. Just have this one-on-one. Please. But then Goldust comes out. And, okay, he basically says that he had a dream that, okay, he wants to stop Cena from going to WrestleMania. And Cena's dreams will be shattered. Sucker punches Cena, and then they have a match where Cena basically did his moves of doom in order to finish off Goldust. Damn shame. Just... So, Elias wants out of the Symphony match. Okay. Symphony of Destruction match between him and Braun Strowman. Kurt Angle's like, okay, I've considered it, and no, the match is still on. Oh yeah, you tried to run away last week, so this week, this match is falls count anywhere. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Hillbilly Jim for the Hall of Fame. Okay. You know, a lot of people don't take the Hall of Fame seriously, and I understand that because it's borderline for me, because certain wrestlers deserve to be there, certain wrestlers not deserving. Okay? I will be the first to lay that out there. But look at the contributions that someone like Hillbilly Jim has contributed throughout the 80s and some part of the 90s. I mean, come on. Yes, he wasn't a world-class wrestler, but he never was meant to be. He wasn't the champion, but then again, he wasn't meant to be. So, again, what kind of heel would Hillbilly Jim have been? I don't know if that would have worked. So, but due to his contributions and always the crowd getting, cheering on him and doing his thing, fine. Hall of Fame, fine. Again, deserving, I'm still on the fence of that, because again, what classic matches did he ever do? I mean, but then again, he was never a champion, so I guess that's a give or take for me. So, alright, that's fine. Bayley versus Mandy Rose. Okay. Before Bayley was going to say anything about Sasha Banks, she couldn't really get it out, and she was interrupted by Absolution. Now, Absolution comes out, and basically, Paige was like, look, now you're alone, and the best thing you can have is strength in numbers. Okay, yeah. But Bayley actually beats Mandy Rose by a roll-up, a pretty ugly one, I might say. And then the 3-on-1 attack, well, basically 2-on-1. Okay. Then Sasha Banks comes out and basically fends off Absolution. Helps Bayley up, holds Bayley's arm up, tries a hug, and Bayley's like, no. You're not hugging this. The hugger didn't want to hug. Wow. So, again, statement made. Statement made. Alexa with backhanded talk to Nia Jax in the back, and Nia starts crying. What the fuck was that? I'm not even going to go into it. I'm sorry, I just can't. Ugly, ugly segment. So, Elias on piano, Elias on the drums, so to speak, and he plays guitar. He actually plays a song from Milwaukee before that Symphony of Destruction match. Or would it have been? No, Elias wants to fucking run, track me, and Miz away from this. He makes this to his car, but he doesn't make it anywhere else, because as he's trying to take off, Braun Strowman is holding the fucking car up so the back wheels are turning. Elias ain't going anywhere. I told you I'm not finished with you. Okay, fine. So the running and all that shit commences. Strowman finally catches up with them. The match starts. Elias actually fucking fights back, busts a fucking guitar over Strowman again, hits an elbow off the top rope, but to no avail. Braun Strowman basically, okay, what did you think was going to happen? Braun Strowman wins, duh. But again, he crushes a bass guitar on top of Elias and quote unquote dumps the piano on Elias. You know damn well that piano didn't land on him. But Elias gets stretchered out anyway. Damn, I hope he's back in time for WrestleMania. I mean, don't let Elias miss WrestleMania. Please. Bray Wyatt versus Rhino. In a basic... Look, this was a squash match. Pretty much. And this is supposed to be a new side of Bray Wyatt. Heath Slater tried to get in the ring after the match, and Bray Wyatt looked at him and stopped him in his tracks. Okay, fine. Bray Wyatt basically was like, alright, the Great War is far from over. He gets the mic and says that about Matt Hardy. And then Matt Hardy appears on the Titantron. Yeah, the Great War is far from over, and we're going to take this to the Hardy compound. Is this going to be next week, or is this going to pan out to WrestleMania? I don't know. Just, yeah, gee, I don't know. It could go good, but remember the Wyatt compound and the New Day and what happened then? Yeah, just, alright, fine. The Jizzies, waste of time. Nope. Waste of time. Giving false awards to himself. Giving false awards to Kurt Angle. The worst general manager. Okay, yeah. So then Seth Rollins saves us from that. Finn Balor comes out right after Rollins. And then the Jizz actually lays a challenge that, okay, you two against us three. So that match does take place in a handicap match. Handicap tag team match. Who wins? Come on, do you think the Jizz and Jizzies, the Jizzards, were going to win this match? No. So, even though there was, like, I'm trying to one-up you in miscommunication between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins in a tag team match, but they still ended up picking up the win. And then Kurt Angle comes out, and he's like, okay, I have my match at WrestleMania. Miz, I'm going to match you. I'm going to announce yours. You won't be facing Seth Rollins. You won't be facing Finn Balor. You'll be facing both of them in the triple threat match. All right. That's fine. Triple threat match at Mania for the Intercontinental Championship. You mean to tell me that it couldn't be one-on-one? You couldn't pick one of these guys, huh? See? Again. Garbage. Garbage. I would rather them go after the Bar at this point and Braun Strowman challenging for the Intercontinental Championship. I'd rather have that at this point. So, Paul Heyman. You gotta love Heyman. He comes out with the Universal Championship belt. Now, he gave props to Roman Reigns on beating The Undertaker last year. But he kind of went over what Roman Reigns said about Brock Lesnar not being there and Brock Lesnar's schedule and everything. But Heyman made a good point. He's like, did anyone say that about The Undertaker last year, that, okay, he only wrestled once? No, because if you did, it'll be BS. He didn't say BS. He actually said the words. Now, again, because he's The Undertaker. And he's The Undertaker, 24, 365. Okay, so Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Okay. Yeah, but he still should show up. I mean, that he's the champion. The Undertaker is not the champion, Paul Heyman. I love you to death as, the advocate and your mic skills or anything, but Brock Lesnar's the Universal Champion. He should be there more. And that's what Roman Reigns was fucking pointing out. But Paul Heyman proceeds. He's like, you called Brock Lesnar a bitch last week? Well, this title is Brock Lesnar's bitch. And you can't have her. I wouldn't call any of my titles bitches. I'm not going to do that. Just, no. I cherish these things. But, yeah. But long story short, Roman Reigns actually comes out. I mean, you need to go watch and listen to what Paul Heyman said in detail. But Roman Reigns comes out and he's like, see, Milwaukee, this is what I'm talking about. It's one thing for, not to show up, but we just want him to want to be here. He's like, I'm going to be in Detroit next week, and if Brock is going to be there, okay, you're going to be there, okay, so am I. But don't come dressed for a promo segment. Come for a fight. Okay, he's like, Brock Lesnar really is a bitch. He's like, if Brock Lesnar wants to say anything he wants to say to me, say it in my face next week. So the face-to-face thing is going to happen next week. Anyway, and that's the show. That was Monday Night Raw, and I'm like, Anyway, my opinions. Do you think they're full of shit? Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying? Please leave a comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, set up those notifications. I'm always open for a debate about wrestling. But this WrestleMania season is just, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. Cena versus Goldust? Seriously? The waste of time of the Jizzies? Seriously? Well, at least he didn't promote his new show, Jizz and Jizzed In, with him and his prostitute of a French wife, and, she's pregnant with one of those mistourage. Oh, okay, but anyway. Please, oh, God. I don't even know about this WrestleMania season, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't. This is just garbage. And the possibilities of shit just changing around. John Cena could be WWE champion going into WrestleMania? Fuck that. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.